Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Techno Talks here. So in today's video, we're going to be unboxing the Spigen rugged armor case for the Pixel 5a that I have right here. So I recently just got this and I was checking out Spigen's cases, and I've already unboxed another one of them, the Ultra Hybrid, and that's for people that want to show off their phone and still have a nice case. And this one right here is actually a case that will protect your phone at its best, and it'll also be a thinner case compared to the other cases that protect your phone. So this is a mix or a hybrid between a protective case, which is really thick, and a thin case and classy case. So I guess they're just trying to implement this for the people that still want some protection, but they still want their case to look nice and not feel really thick. So let's go ahead and begin. The packaging is the same as always. It has the Spigen logo, something you want, and then it also gives you the name of which one it is. So Pixel 5a rugged armor case. So that's really nice to know. They also give you an image to see what it will look like on your phone. The back portion just says some things right here, so slim, grippy, and protection. And then the two corners don't say anything other than the Spigen logo right there. So let's go ahead and unbox this real quick. All we gotta do is pull this little tab and pull out the case right here. So that's basically all that you get in the little box. You get this little plastic pouch with the case inside of it. So I just took out the case real quick, and I can already tell that this case is a very light case. So right here, it looks really nice. They have like these carbon fiber, they have this carbon fiber pattern right here on both ends. I don't know why they do this. I guess it's to add to the design, but I don't really find a benefit to it because it doesn't really add anything to it. And honestly, if they made it all carbon fiber, that would be better in my opinion. However, they went ahead and chose to do this with carbon fiber on the two ends, and also a matte finish in the middle. So this matte finish looks really nice and feels really nice as well. They also have the Spigen branding right here, so very minimal branding. It would be nice if they didn't add this at all or just had it on this very top corner, but they did since it is their case, and it's perfectly fine with me. So the inside has this spiderweb pattern, and what this enables you to do is basically help the protection. So I guess it's just a better way of protecting your phone. I'm not an expert at what they do to have the case protect your phone better. All I know is the experience that I've had with the cases that I've used from Spigen. So I did only use this for one of my other phones, and I had a pretty nice and decent time with it. My phone was perfectly fine, even with a couple drops, and the case overall just felt really nice in the hand. It's a slim design with extra protection. So let's go ahead and pop the phone in real quick, and that should be really easy. Just plop it in, boom, and that's about it. So the fit is really nice. It goes in right away. You don't have anything to deal with, so it's not a thick case, so it's hard to put on, and it's not exactly a slim case, so it's pretty easy to put it on either way. So let's go ahead and check out the buttons real quick. Right away we can see that the power button is designed, so it has a texture on it just like the power button of the phone. And let me go ahead and show that to you guys as well. So the phone on the Pixel 5a has a pattern on it. As you can see, it's this great and green button right there, and the case also has that pattern. So the Ultra Hybrid that I actually unboxed for this phone didn't have it, and it was kind of not disappointing, might I say, but I guess it was kind of a bummer because the phone has that pattern, and it would be nice if the power button on the case had it as well, but they didn't have it on that, and so having it on this one actually gives a better look to it. So the pattern helps with actually finding your power button. That shouldn't be an issue with a lot of people, but you know, some people like the feeling of that little power button, and some people might fidget around with it. So if you guys like to, then that is for you. We also have our camera bump right here. The camera bump isn't the highest, so the case isn't really too high above the camera, but it still does give you some extra protection. And as we can see, the carbon fiber area is actually lower than the middle section of it with the matte finish, and so I guess the top portion is less protected than the other half of the camera. So that's not the best protection you can have, but as I said, you are getting a pretty slim case and also a pretty protective case. So our power button cutout is really nice. It actually goes in, so it's like a little path that just leads down to it, so it's not just going down right away. It's a very smooth feeling, and you're able to perfectly locate it with this nice large cutout for it, and you will not have any issues using the power button placement either, since this actually enables you to place your finger into that area a little better since there's actually this little cutout. So the buttons are very clicky. So let's go ahead and do that test for y'all real quick. As you can hear, I'm applying no extra force when compared to the actual buttons, and I'm still getting the same clickiness and the same easiness of it. So that's actually really nice to know. And a lot of cases that I've used, you know, some of them, they didn't have this, and so it was a little harder to actually press it. And so I really love that Spigen has done this with this case, and it's actually easy to click the power button. So let's go ahead and let's talk more about the design of this case. So as I said, we already talked about the back. We have the carbon fiber pattern on the top and bottom, and then we also have the matte finish with the Spigen logo. The sides also have this nice texture to it, so it'll enable you to grip it easier in theory. And I have used this case before on a different phone, and honestly the grip might not be the best when compared to other Spigen cases, but it is a still good amount of grippiness to it. So it still has a good amount of grippiness to the case, and so you probably won't tend to drop it compared to, let's say, the Ultra Hybrid with the sides that are like blacked out, which has a matte finish to the sides. That one is actually really slippery when compared to this one right here. The edges on this one with the texture on it, this will actually help a lot more because it'll also help with sweating. So if your hands do sweat a lot, this right here, when you're holding the case, since this has this little texture here, your hand will actually get air, so it won't sweat as much. And plus the grippiness is still really good on this case. So other than that, we do have our cutouts, our aux cable cutout. So that's really nice to know that we still have a headphone jack on this device. And then we also have our power button with our speaker cutout. So overall, this case is a pretty nice case, and if you guys are looking for a case like this with this design right here, you could go ahead and go for it. It's pretty cheap. It's like 12 bucks on Amazon, and so you probably won't have any issues with that. Durability wise, this case will probably last you a long time. I've had my other one for around like 6 months now, and I haven't had any issues on it. The corners are just a tad bit scratched, and that's because of the drops, and that's pretty normal. It's better than having those scratches on your phone. So overall, this is a really nice case, and would I recommend it to y'all? If you love the design on it, then go ahead. You can go ahead and buy it. Personally, I don't really like this design. I'd give like a 5 out of 10 to it. It's actually really nice, but it's not for me. I'd rather have like a plain surface on it, rather than having these two separate areas with carbon fiber and then this like solid plain black in the middle. That's why I don't really like the design too much. However, this still is a really nice case to hold. It doesn't add too much bulk to it, and you're still getting this nice design for other people. So if you do really enjoy this case and the design, I definitely recommend it. For the price, you're getting a really nice case that'll protect your phone. And if you do, as I said, you can go ahead and get this case. I will go ahead and leave a link down below for the people that want to check it out. And so that's basically going to wrap it up for this video. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. That will support the channel a lot, and hope to see y'all in another video.